What's up, my family? Listen, first-time listener, or you've been here the whole damn time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, giddy up, let's go, enjoy the clip, no notes.
Over the next 2 years, can this team get back to a playoff team? I know you believe that they can flip the switch, but in 2 years, they're really in money and financial crisis right now. So I don't know how they can get out of it after this year, obviously. But, are they back that following year? I think a lot of that's going to depend on, one, this year's draft, the last year's draft. What do we have? And then you talk about a guy like Andre Dillard, right? That's important. We were going through this the other day. Like, we need some of these guys. It's like make or break years. If we want to be back, which all of us as fans want to be, can these guys hit? Can Jalen Reagor be a hit? Can Miles Sanders be consistent, right? Can Dallas Goedert be on the field enough, right? So the list goes on. Can Andre Dillard maybe not cry in a locker room like reported and play? So can these guys that were used as high picks and big time assets, can these guys pan out? Or if they don't, and to tie into that, do you think there's any chance they go quarterback at 6? Like, any chance? And there are my two little finish up for you.
So I think they can. I think part of the reason that there's some hope here is the division is still not good. Yeah, I know Ron Rivera's a good coach, and Washington looks like they're on the right path, but they still have no quarterback. We'll see if Joe Judge does anything besides cry about the Eagles making the playoffs. Like, let's see them actually win something up there. The Giants have been bad forever. And Dallas has talent. We'll see if they fix Dak. Or keep Dak. So, we'll see on this division. But I think the division helps them out.
Yep.
Tom, as far as them bouncing back, I mean, so much of this, and I'll get to the other part of your question, but so much of this revolves around Jalen Hurts, right? I mean, that draft pick we're going to talk about for years. I believe the Jalen Hurts pick will end up being the thing that forms our whole opinion of how we post Super Bowl. If Jalen's a real quarterback and a good one, he's going to be looked at favorably again in this town soon because they're going to win football games again. And if Jalen can't play, Howie might get fired over it. And not tomorrow, but at some point, that might be the end of this thing because he bet on Jalen Hurts. The other thing I'll say is this.
Both facts, by the way. Both are 100% factual statements.
After this year, Tom, if Howie plays the money right, and we'll see what he does, they could have, heading into 2022, they could have Jalen Hurts as the cheapest quarterback in the NFL. We all know that when you have a cheap quarterback, it helps you build a team. And they could have up to $80 million in cap space 1 year from now. There's no buzz for free agency in Philadelphia right now because we know they can't really sign anybody. A year from now, they could go crazy. So they can, I believe, in a year to two, be good again. As far as a quarterback at 6, look, I don't want one. I want to go with Hurts. I want to give him a shot for a year. I like that they got the first-round pick from Indy in next year's draft because I feel like that's a hedge on Hurts, right? If Hurts can't be the guy, you have 2 first-round picks next year. You could trade up and get your guy. But I wouldn't put it past them. If they fall in love with a guy, it's a new coaching staff, right? Sirianni wasn't part of the Hurts selection. If they fall in love with a guy and he falls to 6, I would say it's maybe 30% chance they would do it. I don't know who that guy is. I'm going to say it's not going to happen, but I could see it. Here, Tom, the one thing I don't want them to do, especially after what happened with Carson, and because we know they need young players, I'll swallow my tongue and I'll say, all right, I'll give it a shot. If the guy they love falls to 6, I will deal with it. They better not trade up. I'll lose my mind on draft night if they trade away a future first to get up to number 2. What are we doing here? We need players. You can't just be going after quarterbacks every year. So I could see them taking one at 6 if the guy they love falls. I will lose my mind if they trade up. And actually, I wouldn't mind if they trade back, right? If the Panthers want to move up to 6 to get a quarterback and they drop back 2 spots, I think that'd be smart. But I'll say there's a chance, but I don't think they're going to take a quarterback.
Listen, you totally redeemed yourself there with me. I mean, we're thinking along the same lines in terms of, hey, if Jalen Hurts, you give him this year. I mean, I said as soon as Carson was gone, he's gone. We're not going to be ex-girlfriends here. He's gone. We got to move on, and we got to hope Jalen can be the guy, and we got to give him this year. Because when they were talking about quarterback competition, bringing it in, it's like, okay, yeah, you want to bring in a veteran that's going to make him work harder, sure, but don't bring in anybody that's going to fight for his job. Because we have to see him over 16 games so that if we do need to use 2 first-rounders to get up somewhere next year, right, to get I don't know, right, if that guy comes out, that we have the flexibility to do it. So that's how I look at Jalen Hurts moving forward. And you're right, if he's the guy Howie Roseman's going to look great, and we're all going to love him again. And if he's not, then this is when it gets really bad in here. And I said, if they draft a quarterback at 6, Joe, I would get arrested for the people. I would show up at the NovaCare and just get arrested for the people, because to me, it's trade back, or you just got to add talent and you got to add stars. And that's what we're missing. And it doesn't mean it can't be done again, but it's going to be real interesting to see if Howie Roseman can turn that switch on like he did, 2016, 2017, etc.
For sure. How about this? If they draft a quarterback at 6, before you get yourself arrested, call my show. I'll be live on the air. You call from the NovaCare complex, and we'll get your reaction live, all right?
All right, perfect, Joe. Listen, I appreciate your time. I know you got to run. Can't thank you enough for jumping on with us and debating back and forth about some of these things. It's fun. Listen, this is a agree to disagree radio. Sports is about different opinions. We have fun, yelling, screaming at each other, but at the end of the day, I think we're all rooting for the same things, and that's good football. Good football is fun to talk about.
Listen, if the Eagles are good, we're all happy here. So we're rooting for it. And Tom, appreciate having me on. Good luck with the show. You guys do a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Talk to you later.